Alright folks, I am really happy to be offering this car. I don't get cars this nice that often, but this one is really great. This is a 2006 Saturn Ion 3 sedan. Let me start her up for you. And let's see, turn the AC down a little bit. And as soon as the trunk symbol clears, because I do have the trunk open to show you guys, maybe if I push a button it'll go away. Yep, there it is, 112,735 miles. I have put several hundred miles on this car. I did have some issues when I first got it, but I have them all straightened out now. And I gotta tell you, no used car with 100,000 miles on it is perfect, but this one is pretty damn close. I mean, it's just a super nice car. All right, let me tell you about some of the features that we have. Of course, we have power windows. It's an Ion 3, so you got that good stuff. There's your right front. Stop right here. You can see it's got the temperature and the compass, and it does have OnStar, which is a great feature. And you can, of course, still get the subscription for it if you want. Left rear. And let's see, driver's window, down and up. We've got power mirrors. That one works. And of course that one works. One of the things I don't like about this car is somebody took out the perfectly serviceable GM radio and put in, now Kenwood's a good brand, don't get me wrong, but it's still an aftermarket radio, and I just don't like the way they look, but it does work. It doesn't actually sound that bad. I don't know about the CD player. I don't know, is there any CDs in there? No, there's no CDs in there. So I don't know about that. I'm pretty sure it probably works, but you never know. It's 4-speed. Automatic. Interior, just in super clean, super nice shape. It has cruise control, which does work, adjustable wheel, horn, wipers. All right, you can see they work just fine, exactly as they're supposed. Pretty much, I can't think of anything on this car that does not work the way it's supposed to. Besides the fact that it runs and drives so nicely, like I said, I think everything works. Literally, this is a car you can hop into and just drive. I even had the oil changed in this car. So you've got at least 3,000 to 5,000 miles of doing nothing to this vehicle. Ice cold air conditioning. And let's go check out the outside. As you can see, you got airbags in the front there. You can see here's your passenger seat, nice and clean. Your armrest, slides forwards and back. You can just see how clean this car is and how well taken care of it was. All right, pop this door open. I'll show you, here's the driver's seat. Here's your floor. Move this paper floor mat out of the way. Has the, of course, the regular standard Saturn floor mats. They do have a little wear and tear, of course, where your feet go. That's to be expected of any car. All right, now let's check out the tires. It's the first thing I normally do. I got my handy dandy gizmo here, and we'll put this one in here. And we've got on the left front, it looks like 30 seconds of tread left. All right, right rear. Let's see what this one says. And that says you've got almost 30 seconds of tread left. All right, right rear. And that says that you've got almost 30 seconds of tread on that one. All right, and of course the right front. And that one is 30 seconds. Okay, so that's good. I'm glad to see it's consistent. So basically 30 seconds on the two right fronts, which is more than half. 30 seconds on the two rear tires, which is 30 seconds less than brand new. The only thing you might want to do is maybe come winter time is rotate your tires, put the really good ones on the front and put the other ones on the back. That's up to you. One thing I love about the Saturns, there's not going to be any dents on the side of this car. Why? Because it's made out of plastic. I believe the only metal parts are the trunk lid, the roof, and the hood. Everything else, all the body parts are made of plastic. So, right front fender is clean. Obviously, there's not going to be any rust. There's no nicks or scratches. Right front door, same thing. No nicks, no scratches, and of course no dents and whatnot. But the roof, even though it is made out of metal, sorry it's a little dirty from the rain and the pollen we've been having lately. All right, but again, roof is in excellent condition. Open up this side, let you get a view of the passenger compartment from this side. There you go, there you have it. And we'll take a look at the headliner so you can see. That's nice and clean. And there's really no point in doing the door jamb in the doors, so I'm just going to do this quickly. Because again, they're made out of plastic, so they're not going to rust. Alright, this is your right rear door. Again, no nicks, no scratches. One little scratch there, but that's more on the quarter than anything else. Here's your rear seat. This is a 5-passenger sedan. Granted, you probably wouldn't want to put 5 full-on adults in here, but you know, at least you have that option if you have to, and you have seat belts for everybody. Okay, and of course, you know, here's your door panel. Nice and clean. Moving along to the quarter panel. This is right rear. Again, no nicks, no scratches, nothing. Moving around to the rear bumper. Yeah, sorry about the dirt there. I should have wiped that down, but yeah, there's a couple little scratches, as most every bumper will have on a car that has this kind of mileage. Let you take a look underneath. Here's your trunk, which is a very spacious trunk. And look, it's got these little pulls, right? You yank that, and what it does is it unhooks the seat. And if you have a long object, you see it's a 60-40 split fold down seat. You can just push your long objects through. So you do get quite a bit of cargo room and whatnot in the car. Check this out. Your battery's back here. The battery looks almost brand new. Looks like all your tools are present and the spare tire. So that's a good sign. All right, let's close this up. Oh, here, do underneath here, you can see no rust on one of the few metal parts in this car. All right, here's the back. The deck lid looks to be in perfect condition. Coming around this side, left rear quarter panel. This looks like, yep, that's dirt. Again, no nicks, no scratches. Through the roof, that's probably your antenna here is for the OnStar. There you go. You can see that's in nice shape. And we'll do the back. There you go. Door panel. Very nice. Alright. As you can see, left rear door, no nicks, no scratches. Driver's door, no nicks, no scratches. And moving on to the left front fender, no nicks, no scratches. Nice aluminum alloy wheels on the car. Coming around to the front. Alright, you can see the headlights, nice and clear. The bumper is in pretty nice shape, except where I caught it on my trailer one day, right there. Other than that, you know, you see it's got factory fog lights and whatnot. Take a look underneath if there's anything to see. There you have it, and of course the most important part is the 2.2 liter Ecotech engine. This thing is actually pretty darn spunky. I'm really surprised, you know, even with this engine, but they've really come a long way, you know, with the electronics and everything. So not only is the vehicle extremely fuel efficient, it also has some get up and go. Come on here, I don't think there's a way I can, well, let me see if I can get my hand in here to rev it up here somewhere. I should probably do this before I do the video. No, I don't know. I don't want to go digging around there with my hands. I'll either disconnect something or get my damn fingers caught. So I'm just going to shut up for a minute and let you guys listen. And you can hear how nice and quiet it is. There's no valve train noise, no lifter noise, and I promise you, this engine is tight as can be. And here's your hood, which is the other metal part, and you can see there's no rust, no corrosion, etc. We'll close her up. Alright, top of the hood. And as you can see, the hood is very, very nice. Let's step back. And I'm going to do this out in the sun too. Just when I do the interior shots with in the sun, it just casts too many shadows, so it's easier for you guys to see. But you can see what a beautiful little car this is. It's even a great color. It's not like an ugly green. It's like, I don't even know what you'd call it, a forest green, something like that. But you know what? None of that really matters unless this thing runs out right. And as you'll see when we go on a test drive now, that it really does. All right, folks, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to start it up after it's had a nice chance to warm up. It's fully up to operating temperatures. I'm going to start it up for you. And I do that specifically because older, higher mileage vehicles will manifest different problems, all depending upon the temperature of the engine. As you saw it start before, ice cold, no problem. Same thing, nice and warm, no problem. Yeah, so let's go for a ride. That's the auto lock on the doors. As soon as you put it in gear, the doors lock for you. All right, here we go. It is front wheel drive, of course. That's one thing I like about these cars. It's smooth, it's quiet. I mean, just a super nice running, very quiet, decent handling car. Hands off the wheel, as you can see. Tracking down the road nice and straight, so no issues in the front end. You know, 50 miles an hour, it just cruises right along. Like I said, gets pretty darn good gas mileage to boot. Brakes feel good. I'm going to turn around here. No traffic this morning. This is great. I'm going to step on it pretty hard so you can hear it go. And there you go. Very smooth shifts through all the gears. I'm going to do a little brake test for you guys, and all that's going to consist of is me pulling into the vacant lot across the street from my place. There's a little patch of empty gravel. I let go of the steering wheel and slam on the brakes, and I do my best to describe to you how they feel. The only visual cue really you can have is just keep your eye on the steering wheel, and what you want to look for is make sure the steering wheel doesn't fly wildly to the right, wildly to the left, indicating that there's some sort of brake issue, brake balance sort of thing. So that's what we're going to do right now. Pull in here. I usually hit the gravel at about 25 miles an hour, so it's a pretty good test actually. Along in here we go, hands off, and now good news, as you saw, that steering wheel stayed stock straight. It did not budge one way or the other, and it stopped the car quickly. The brakes felt good, there's no mushiness, they grabbed nicely. So like I said, I really believe that this vehicle has good brakes. In fact, I know it does, because one of the things I always do is I make sure that, you know, all the safety features in the vehicle work exactly as they should. I mean, I may not fix every little thing wrong with it, but I sure make sure it's a safe car, because I don't have the conscience to let somebody drive it home knowing there's a problem with it. I couldn't live with that. Okay, let's do a recap. This is a 2006 Saturn Ion 3 sedan, 112,736 miles. No lights on, no warning lights. I mean, there is not a thing wrong with this car. This is literally a car you can hop right in and drive it anywhere in the country and probably have great reliability and have it for a really long time. All right, I'll pop the camera off here. I'll take one walk around out in the sunshine like I promised I would. And then all of us can get on with our day. Oh, there is one thing I didn't point out, and I probably should. You can notice right here, somebody did go through a little bit of line paint. And basically, without sanding it off, there's pretty much not much you can do about it. But it really doesn't take away from how great the car looks. All right, folks, there you have it. If you need a later model, very good running, very reliable, fuel efficient, 5-passenger, I don't want to call it a mid-size, I'd call it a smallish sedan, then this would be the vehicle for you. And as I always do, I hope this goes to a good home. Thanks.